Welcome back, students. Today we are going to discuss part 14 of Unit 9, that is application of biology. Before I start the main content, I would like to inform that the images used in our slides are for education purpose only. We respect intellectual property right of the original creator and owner of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this PPT, have any concern, any issue, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. In today's video lecture, we are mainly focusing on these points: method of contraception, surgical method; MTP, medical termination of pregnancy; ART, assistant reproductive technology; IVF, GIFT, ZIFT, and IUI. Okay, so let's discuss these points. First, method of contraception, surgical method, oral method, device method, natural method we have already discussed in previous part. So in this lecture we are going to discuss this surgical method of contraception. Okay, and this method, surgical method, is known as sterilization. We can use the term sterilization for the same. Okay, and it is advisable for male and female partner as a terminal method to prevent any more pregnancy. Okay, in male we can use the term vasectomy for surgical method, where vasa deferens is cut or tied. As you can see, this is the testes and this duct is known as vasa deferens. Doctor actually cut this vasa deferens, cut or tied, and this method is known as vasectomy in male. Okay, in female we can use the term tubectomy for the same. For the surgical method of contraception is known as tubectomy. Okay, in female it is known as tubectomy. As you can see this picture, fallopian tube. These are the fallopian tube. This can be cut and tied or block. Cut and tied, or doctor can block it using plastic band. Okay, so in female it is known as tubectomy, where a small part of fallopian tube is cut or tied up, as you can see in this picture, or block using a plastic band. Okay, and this surgical method is highly effective, but their reversibility is poor. Okay, now let's discuss the side effect of contraceptive method. Some contraceptive method we have discussed in last lecture, and surgical method we have discussed in this lecture. Okay, now let's understand what are the side effects of contraceptive method. Okay, first important point is that the selection of contraceptive method should be taken under the consultation of a doctor. First important thing. Okay, however, there are possible ill effect. There are some kind of ill effect like nausea. Some people feel nausea, abdominal pain, some kind of breakthrough bleeding, irregular menstruation, bleeding, and even some female also suffer with breast cancer. Okay, because of this contraceptive. So these symptoms should not be totally ignored. If anyone feel or go through these kind of symptoms, she must consult with her doctor. Okay. Now, what is MTP? Medical termination of pregnancy. Okay. Intentional, or we can say voluntarily, termination of pregnancy before full term is called medical termination of pregnancy, or MTP, or induced abortion Okay, in our country, Government of India legalized this MTP in 1971 with some strict condition to avoid its misuse. Okay, so according to this act, a pregnancy may be terminated on certain considered ground within first 12 week of pregnancy. On the opinion of one's registered medical practitioner. First 12 weeks. Okay. So why MTP? If a pregnancy has lasted more than 12 week but fewer than 24 week, and that time two registered medical practitioner must be of the opinion form in good faith that is required ground exist. Okay, why MTP? This MTP is done to get rid of unwanted pregnancy due to casual or unprotected intercourse. Okay, or failure of contraception used during coitus or during rape. Okay, during coitus or during rape. Okay, so one can use this medical termination of pregnancy. So the ground of such termination of pregnancies are: first one is the continuation of pregnancy would involve a risk to the life of the pregnant woman. If the age of that pregnant woman is very less. Okay, so continuation of pregnancy would involve a risk to the life of pregnant woman or of injury physical or mental health. Okay, secondly, if there is a substantial risk of that of child were born, it would suffer from some physical mental abnormality. If a kind of physical abnormality or a mental abnormality were found by the doctor, which comes under a serious handicapped condition, that time also doctor can decide for this MTP or medical termination of pregnancy. Okay, now next topic is infertility. So what is infertility? Infertility is not being able to get pregnant. Infertility as not being able to get pregnant after at least 1 year of trying. Okay, but some women who are able to get pregnant but who continuously suffer with this miscarriage, repeated miscarriage occur, also comes under this infertility category. Okay, so infertility is not to get pregnant, but if someone get pregnant but repeated miscarriage occur because of any reason, that time that kind of female also comes under this infertility category. Okay, so pregnancy, what is pregnancy? Pregnancy is a result of a complex chain events in order to get pregnant. First, a woman must release an egg, okay, from her ovary, and that is called ovulation, right? And then that egg must go through a fallopian tube towards the uterus or womb. Okay, a man sperm must join with this egg, or we can say fertilization. Okay, and then after fertilization, the fertilized egg must attach to the uterus, inside the uterus, or we can use the term implantation for the same. So these are the events of fertilization or getting pregnant. First, that particular woman must release an egg from her ovary, ovulation. Then egg must go through the fallopian tube, and in the fallopian tube that egg must combine with the sperm, man's sperm, get fertilized, and then after that this fertilized egg must attach inside the uterus, or we can use the term implantation. Okay, now if someone is not able to fertilize or getting pregnant naturally, then there are certain technique developed by doctors which comes under this category: assistant reproductive technology or ART. Okay, so let's understand what is this assistant reproductive technology. This ART or assistant reproductive technology is a term that describes several different methods which help that particular infertile couple to get fertile or to become pregnant for to become pregnant. Okay, so this art involve removing eggs from the woman's body, mixing that egg with the sperm under laboratory condition, and putting back the embryo after fertilization, means embryo, into the woman's body. Okay, so there are so many methods, so many different type of method comes under this art category. Okay, so what are those method? These are, first one is IVF, and this one is very popular, in vitro fertilization, and ET means embryo transfer. Second is GIFT, means gametes, intrauterine intrafallopian transfer. This is another method in which both the gametes, egg and sperm, taken out and mix it in artificial environment. Okay, and then um, put it back into the uterus. Third is zygote, ZIFT, zygote intra fallopian transfer, means transfer of this zygote. Okay, last one is IUI, intrauterine insemination. So these are the 4 different techniques comes under this art, assistance reproductive technology category. First is the popular one, in vitro fertilization. In India, first doctor who was actually handle this IVF technique is name of that doctor is Subhash Mukhopadhyay. 16 January 1931 to 19 June 1981 was the lifespan of this doctor. He was a physician from Hazaribagh, Bihar, which is this Hazaribagh is now situated in Jharkhand, who actually create world second IVF child. Okay, Durga. Okay, so but very unfortunate that because of his achievement, this Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay was harassed by the state government and not allowed to share his achievement with international scientific community. And so much harassment, because of the harassment type, he committed suicide in 19 June 1981. And on his life history, his life, death, and different type of complication of related to this subject is published that time in countless newspaper reviews and so many debates and so many theories was published that time. And on this on his life and death, there was a movie also directed by this Tapan Sinha director. Name of that movie was Ek Doctor Ki Maut, Death of a Physician. This movie was inspired by this his life history, Dr. Subhash Mukhopadhyay. But this technique is very successfully used by him in India, and he also achieved this success to develop second child developed by this IVF technology. Okay, so now let's understand what is this IVF. IVF technique have so many steps. First step is this ovarian stimulation hormone therapy. Okay, ovarian stimulation hormone therapy. So doctor gives some kind of hormonal treatment to the patient so that fertile ova has been developed inside the uterus of that particular female, and then developed ova is picked up by the doctor. Okay, and then sperm preparation is the third step. Sperm has been prepared and mixing of this ova and sperm occur outside the body, means egg fertilization. After fertilization of the egg, embryo is developed outside the body. 1 cell stage, 2 cell stage, 3 cell stage, 4 cell stage, and after embryo development, this embryo is transferred to the uterus of that particular female. Okay, so these are the steps, means collection of ova from the development of ova, fertile ova, and development and collection of that particular ova from the female body, collection of the sperm, meeting of both the egg and ova outside the body in under laboratory condition. Okay, and after that, after embryo development, that fertile embryo is transferred back to the female body, is comes under this in vitro fertilization technique. Okay, in vitro means outside the body. In vivo means inside, in vitro means outside. So fertilization occur outside the body. Okay, so it is often used when a woman fallopian tube were blocked because of any reason, or when a male produced too few sperm. In that case, doctor suggested in vitro fertilization that kind of couple, if the female partner fallopian tube is blocked or that male partner produce very less amount of sperm. Okay, so doctor treat this kind of woman with a drug that cause ovary to produce multiple egg, means with the help of hormonal treatment. Okay, once mature, the egg are removed from the female or woman. Okay, and then they are put that egg into a petri plate in the laboratory along with the male or man's sperm for fertilization. After 3 to 5 days, healthy embryo are implanted into the woman uterus. Okay, second type is zygote intrafallopian transfer, ZIFT. So in this ZIFT, tubal embryo transfer is similar to IVF. Fertilization also occur in the laboratory as in IVF, but the very young embryo is transferred to the fallopian tube, not in the uterus. This is the difference. What is the difference between IVF and ZIFT? Very young embryo is transferred into the fallopian tube inside instead of uterus. This is the difference. Okay, as you can see, egg are collected, placed into the petri plate, semen is also prepared, fertilization occur outside the body. After fertilization, embryo is developed, this embryo is transferred into the fallopian tube, here, not here. Okay, so fertilized embryo or zygote, we can say zygote, are transferred into the fallopian tube. Okay, third type is gamete intrafallopian transfer, GIFT, gamete intrafallopian transfer. Okay, this technique involves transferring of egg and sperm into the woman fallopian tube. Okay, both egg and sperm transfer of both gametes, egg and sperm, into the woman's fallopian tube. So fertilization occur naturally inside the female's body or woman body. Okay, as you can see in this particular picture, egg is collected from the female's body. Okay, sperm is also collected from the male body. Okay, mix both the things and transfer this mixture into the fallopian tube over here. Okay, so fertilization occur naturally inside the female's body. Okay. So this is another picture of GIFT. As you can see, with the help of, laparoscopic method, transfer of that particular mixture, egg and sperm occur inside the fallopian tube. This is the fallopian tube, right? So transfer of that mixture, sperm and egg, transfer into the fallopian tube. So fertilization may takes place in the fallopian tube as inside. Okay, so now let's compare both the techniques, GIFT and ZIFT. What is the difference between two? As you know that in both the things, serum sample is also obtained as just we have obtained in IVF. Okay, and egg also collected from the female's body. Okay, so in ZIFT, sperm and ovum collected. When after fertilization they get converted into the zygote, then this zygote is transferred into the fallopian tube using laparoscopic method. While here GIFT, mixing of sperm and ova occur outside the body and transfer of this mixture inside the fallopian tube. Gamete transfer inside the fallopian tube. So fertilization process occur inside the fallopian tube. Okay, so without any delay, doctor must transfer this mixture inside the female's body. Okay, so this is the difference between these two. Next one is ICSI. What is the full form of ICSI? Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. Intracytoplasmic sperm injection. It is often used for couples, for all those couples in which there are serious problem with sperm. Okay, sometime it is also used for the older couple or for those who failed IVF attempt several times. Okay, so ICSI, a single sperm is injected into a mature egg directly. Single sperm is injected into the mature egg, then the embryo is transferred to the uterus or in fallopian tube, as you can see in this particular picture. Single sperm directly injected into the mature egg. So 100% result, that kind of couple, old couple, or if someone is having very less amount of sperm generate in that particular situation, doctor directly take out the sperm from the male partner and transfer that particular single sperm into the ova. And after that, this, as you can see this picture, injection of a sperm into the egg under microscopic control. While in IVF, so many sperms are there. What is the difference between these two methods? So many sperms are there. Mixing of sperm and ova occur outside the body, but it is the self-employed penetration occur. Penetration of sperm occur in the egg after addition process. But here, penetration also occur with the help of doctor, penetration of that particular sperm. Okay, as this injection of sperm into the egg under microscopic condition occur in ICSI. Okay, so this is the difference between these two. Now the next one is IUI, intrauterine insemination. IUI. What is this IUI? IUI is a form of treatment where sperm are inserted into the uterine cavity around the time of ovulation, means 10 to 17 days. This time of ovulation, 14th day after menstruation is the main time na. So 10 to 17 day, this is known as ovulation time. So transfer of this sperm into the uterine cavity of the female comes under this IUI technique or IUI treatment. So this IUI can be carried out in a natural cycle without the use of any kind of drug, or the 5 ovaries may be stimulated with oral anti-estrogen or gonadotrophic hormone. Okay, so in this, woman with adequate ovulation and whose age is just below 40 years without, and whose fallopian tube is absolutely fine, there is no damage, nothing, in that particular situation, doctor treat that kind of couple, that type of woman with this IUI technique. Okay, woman superovulated by gonadotrophic stimulating hormones, so multiple egg develop. Okay, and this IUI is trimmed to coincide with the ovulation. Using a thin soft catheter, sperm are placed either the cervix or in the uterine cavity. As you can see in this picture, this is the soft catheter. With the help of catheter, doctor directly insert sperm inside the female body. Okay, so naturally fertilization occur in a natural way. Okay, you can see this is the IUI, another picture of IUI, insemination syringe, directly transfer of sperm inside the female's body. Okay, so all these methods come under this art. Okay, so art procedures sometimes involve use of donor egg, means egg from another woman, donor sperms also, or previously frozen embryo. Okay, donor egg are sometimes used for the woman who cannot produce egg. Sometime if some woman is not able to produce egg, these kind of donor egg can be used. And also donor egg or donor sperm is sometimes used when the woman or man has a genetic disease that can be passed to the baby. Okay, so in that situation also mixing of donor egg or donor sperm occur outside the body and transfer into that particular female. So these all these all art method are very useful or for those couple who are suffering with this infertility problem. So this is all about the today's video lecture. I hope most of the things has been cleared now. If you have any question, any doubt related to today's video lecture, you can write down to me comment box. We will discuss it later on. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Namaskar and keep learning.